Okay, now we are looking at question number 27 from chapter 9 of H.C. Verma volume 1. Okay, the book is Concepts of Physics, right? So let's look at the question now. A gun is mounted on a railroad car. The mass of the car, the gun and the shells, and the operator is 50 m, where m is the mass of one shell. If the velocity of the shell with respect to the gun in its state before firing is 200 meter per second, what is the recoil speed of the car after the second shot? Neglect friction. Okay, now see, generally when you get such a question in the exam, I would suggest that don't go for the entire question. First, let's see, starting from a gun up to this where m is mass of the one shell. Okay, up to this first part of the question, directly draw the diagram, then you will be able to understand the next part of the question. So let's draw the car first. So this is your, let's say, a car, and there are many shells on the car. Okay, there are many shells on the car with a gun. Okay, there's a gun also, but I'm not drawing the gun, it's just not required. Okay, so this system has total mass 50 m. Okay, this the total mass of the system is 50 m, and initially the system is at rest. Okay, now neglect friction. The question says that we have to neglect friction. So along the horizontal there is no force involved, so basically we can conserve momentum along the horizontal direction. Okay, now let's draw the diagram again. So after the first shell is fired, after first shell is fired, so after the first shell is fired, the car plus the remaining shells have total mass 49 m, and one shell of mass m is going in this direction. Okay, it has velocity v1, and the car with the mass 49 m has velocity v2. Okay, now what does the question say? If velocity of the shell with respect to the gun is 200 meter per second with in state before firing, see, in state before firing is 200 meter per second. So before the first shell was fired, the entire system was at rest. So we could directly say that v1 is equal to 200 meter per second, because v1 is the velocity of the shell with respect to the state before the firing. So before the firing, before the first shell is fired, velocity is 0 of the system. Okay, so v1 will be 200, right? Now we have to conserve momentum for the system. So 49 m into v2 is in this direction. Okay, while mv1 is in this direction. So we could write down conserving momentum, 49 mv2 minus mv1 should be equal to 0, correct? So v1 is what, 200. So 49 m will get cancelled out from the equation. So 49 v2 is equal to 200. Okay, so v2 is what, 200 divided by 49 meter per second. Okay, so we found the velocity. This is equal to 200 by 49 meter per second. Okay, now when the second shell is fired, okay, they are asking the recoil speed of the car after the second shot, right? So when the second shell is fired, so after second shell, okay, this is your shell 1. Okay, so let's draw the diagrams again. So this is your shell 1, then we have shell 2. Okay, and finally we have the car. Okay, so the car will now have mass, how much? The car will have now mass 48 m. The second shell has mass m and the first shell has mass m. The first shell has velocity 200 meter per second backwards. The second shell has velocity v3 backwards, correct? And the car now has velocity v4 in the forward direction. Okay, so now again we have to conserve the total momentum of the system. So for this system, that is the two shells plus the car combined, the total momentum will remain 0. Okay, then when we write the momentum equation, so car is going in this direction with V4, both the shells are going in this direction, shell 1 with 200, shell 2 with V3. So let's write the momentum equation. So 48 mv4, so for the second shell 48 mv4 minus mv3 minus for the shell 1 200 m, this is equal to 0, correct, conserving momentum. Now we rearrange this equation, so what do we get? M will get cancelled out, so 48 v4 minus v3 equal to 200. Okay, now in this equation we have got two unknowns, v4 and v3, so we need one more equation to be able to solve this. For that, again let's go to the question. So in the question, what does it say? Velocity of the shell with respect to the gun is 200 meter per second, but the point is what? In its state before firing. Okay, now before firing of second shell, state of the gun is what? V2 velocity. Okay, so V3 velocity of shell 2 with respect to V2 will be, we have to compare these two. Okay, then we will get velocity 200. So for that we write the equation. So before second shell is fired, the gun has velocity how much? V2 in this direction, so V2 I cap is the V2 vector, correct. After second shell is fired, okay, velocity of the shell is what? Velocity of the second shell is what? It is in this direction, how much? V3. So V3 vector we could simply say is equal to minus V3 I cap. Okay, right. Now with respect to the gun before firing, velocity is 200. So V3 vector minus V2 vector is equal to minus 200 I cap. I have written minus 200 because it's going in this direction. Okay, then so if you solve this, V3 vector is what? Minus V3 I cap. So minus V3 I cap, and V2 vector is what? V2 I cap simply. So we get minus V2 I cap equal to minus 200 I cap. So basically what do we get now? V3 plus V2 is equal to 200. This is the equation that we are looking for. Okay, so V2 is already known. V2 is equal to how much? V2 is equal to 200 by 49. Okay, V2 is equal to 200 by 49. So we can solve this to find out V3. So V3 will be 200 minus 200 by 49. So we get, when you simplify this, you will get 200 into 48 by 49. Okay, so we found V3. Now we have to put this V3 in the equation that we earlier found. Okay, so V3 is what? 200 into 48 by 49. So 48 V4 minus 200 into 48 by 49 is 200. Okay, let's simplify this. So if I divide the equation by 48, so V4 minus 200 by 49 equal to 200 by 48. Then V4 equal to 200 by 49 plus 200 by 48. This will be your final answer, meter per second. SC Verma has solved the question only up to this level, so we leave it here itself. Okay.